and welcome to a night drive. You're driving with Brian, and this is one of those videos
Turn
that...
right onto Grandview Avenue.
Why, thank you. This is one of those videos where you can just put on in the background
3 miles, turn left
and
onto
sleep.
Barnsley Avenue.
This video, we're on a ride together, but I'm driving, and you don't have to be awake. You seem pretty tired, and there's nothing left for you to do but just lie back in the seat, or if you want to climb in the back seat of the car, that's fine too. There's blankets, there's pillows. The air conditioner is set at about 75 degrees. Not too cool. You won't freeze. It's about 11:08 p.m. on a Sunday night.
Turn left onto Barnsley Avenue and then turn right.
You know, I think that nav sound is a bit too loud. But then, maybe you like hearing it. I'm no Joe Pera, but I'll try to keep it slow and steady for you.
In 0.2 miles, turn right at the second road onto West Bridge Street.
I always like bridges. Covered, open grate. When I was little, did you call those open grate bridges singing bridges? I know that's what my parents always called them.
Turn right onto West Bridge Street and then keep left.
Maybe we'll go over a bridge on the way back to Philadelphia. Well, that's where we are. Or that's where we're going. We're leaving a little town by the Delaware River. We're not really going to Philadelphia.
Keep left onto West Bridge Street.
Why, thank you. We're not really going into the city. We're driving over top of it.
In 0.4 miles, turn slight left onto US 1 South.
Yep. US 1. That would take us onto City Line Avenue into Philadelphia. But we're going to be getting on Route 276, which will take us over top of the city. The car we're driving...
Slight left onto US 1 South.
The car we're driving in... Oh, that's US 1. That's right there. Whoopsie daisy. Well, we've got plenty of acceleration. I hope I didn't upset you back there. The car we're driving in...
on current road for about 11 miles.
...is a Kia electric car. So... there's nothing really to listen to in here other than the sound of the tires on these asphalt and concrete roads. Don't worry, we have plenty of range. Current reading 190 miles of range, and our destination is, let me pull it up on our nav here. Our destination is 40 miles away. So we could crank the AC if we wanted to. But you know what? I think I'm going to turn the blower down to the first setting. Should be enough. And that gives us 196 miles of range. We were just at our friend Tony's house. He just moved in to a sort of an A-frame house way down by the river. He's still moving in, and his backyard is a little overgrown, but nothing a push mower and a weed eater would take care of. Do you call it weed eaters? Or do you call it weed whackers? I think I prefer weed whackers, because that's what a string trimmer really does. A little spinning fishing line. Doesn't really cut blades of grass. It just sort of beats them into submission. Anyway, We had a nice night at Tony's house. Cooked us a light dinner. Don't eat too much food. Otherwise, you and we'd still be awake when we get back home. And it's probably going to be midnight by the time we get back home. Will I have to carry you into the house? If I do, well, that's okay. I've been going to the gym. I think I can handle it. Or maybe I would just guide you into the house. And then that would work too. That's what my dad used to do. He'd guide me into the house. Or guide me up the stairs to my room. He would pick me up off the couch after he was done watching Wall Street Week with Louis Rukeyser. And he'd guide me by the shoulders, and I would walk with my eyes closed to my bed. No, wait. He would first guide me to the bathroom and say, brush your teeth. And I would do it with hardly ever even looking at the mirror. So if I need to guide you into your bed tonight, that's what I'll do. There sure are a number of people on the road tonight. I wonder where they're all going. On a Sunday night, the current temperature is 83 degrees. I find this a very comfortable night in Pennsylvania where it's very warm at night. It almost makes you forget that winter even happened. It's just comfortable outside. Still air. A little bit. The humidity is a little bit high, but I think that's fine. It lets you lets you know that there's moisture in the air. On nights like these, I remember riding my motorcycle around rural Pennsylvania. And I would be excited by how much I didn't need cold weather gear. Do you feel that way? Do you enjoy being warm? I sure do. Always liked being warm. It was a very safe feeling for me. I'll take being warm over being cold. Some people like being cold. Tony sure does. When I went into his house there by the Delaware River, he had the thermostat set at 69 degrees. Nice. But I felt the blood leaving my hands and feet. I didn't really enjoy that. But then, I've always been cold-blooded. Maybe you are too. I kind of eyed one of his blankets over there in the corner. It was shaped like a tortilla. And I thought about warm tortillas at the Wendy's Super Bar. Maybe I'm dating myself here, but do you remember the Wendy's Super Bar? I sure do. I liked it better than anything else they served at Wendy's. Plus, when you're a little kid, you always like things that are ready right away, that you don't have to wait for it. And you could get tacos and burritos there. And when you grow up in rural Pennsylvania, I guess any sort of taco is nice. So I thought about that as I looked at his tortilla blanket. What is our climate set at right now in the car? Yep, 75 degrees. You okay with 75 degrees? You doing okay back there? Okay. Don't worry, I'm keeping the car on the road. It's a pretty hazy night tonight. I don't see any stars up ahead. There's a hazy cloud layer over our fair city of Philadelphia. But I do see some helicopters up there and planes that are landing at Philadelphia International Airport. It's a pretty busy airport. I think they're always working on one runway or another. But it's a nice place to walk around in that airport. Long, winding corridors that kind of snake back on each other, especially when you walk down to Terminal F. But it's a great place to kill time. But planes aren't delayed there as much as you think they are. I think we're still on Route 1. I'm not going to get on the turnpike for a little bit. Anybody ever tell you why Pennsylvanians call our toll roads turnpikes? Because they used to have gates back on them. There were big pikes of wood. And once you pay the toll, they turn. Or I think someone turned them. Of course, that...
In 2 miles, take I-276, west on the right.
We'll be making a right turn soon. Then we'll go on the turnpike. Of course, they don't have gates anymore. They don't even have those little coin games. Well, it always seemed like a coin game to me when I was growing up. You used to have special tokens that you'd drop from the driver's side of the car into a big metal basket. And that would be your toll. And they don't do that anymore. Now we all have Easy Pass. And I think eventually they may do away with Easy Pass. And they just may have those special cameras that read your license plate and bill you from there. Anything to get rid of those toll booths. Cars tend to slow down doing that.
Mile, take I-276, west on the right.
We're almost at the turnpike. I should be finding a new lane pretty soon. Yep. We don't want to go on South Philadelphia. We're going to get on I-276. Harrisburg, New York City. We could go to New York City from here. But then I'd have to get some coffee. We'd probably have to find a place to charge up the car. We don't really want to drive to New York City. It's much better taking the bus. Or the train.
Take I-276, west on the right.
Or the ferry. Have you ever taken the ferry into New York City? Neither have I. Maybe we should go sometime. I've never liked the smell of New York City, but...
Go ahead and then keep right.
Well, we can talk about the smell of New York City in a minute. Here's the toll. Slowing down. Checking to make sure no one's merging into me. Slowing down more.
Keep right onto I-276, west.
Yep, west we go. It says we're going to Harrisburg, but we're really not. I guess that's the major city they figure everybody's going when they get on 276. But we're far from Harrisburg, which is Pennsylvania's state capital. That place doesn't have a smell. But New York City certainly does. But I guess once you live there, you get used to it.
Continue on current road for about 17 miles.
17 miles. Yep, we'll be on this road for a bit. 276 crosses over the top of Philadelphia, or rather, the north part of it. Can you hear those trucks going by, or are you sound asleep by now? 18 wheels. They certainly make a unique sound. And from here, we can tell the difference between fleet trucks and owner-operators. Most fleet trucks are limited to about 70 miles an hour, whereas owner-operators, meaning the driver owns their own truck, they're unrestricted. They can drive those big trucks as fast as they need to, and make time driving through the night. I always feel comfortable near owner-operators, well, semi-trucks in general, especially at night. They're out here making time to their deliveries, probably going to New York City, or maybe places nearby, maybe Staten Island, Union City, maybe Edison, New Jersey. Places where they get to unload the big trucks, and all their cargo gets put on smaller trucks, then drive into New York City. All those hungry people in Manhattan. I always wondered where the grocery stores were in New York City. They can't all go to bodegas to get their produce, right? Maybe there's Whole Foods there. But I wonder if there's all little trucks that go into New York City. It's a pretty speculative night. I wish there were more stars out, but we can't always have a starry night. The lines on this road are pretty nice. Very bright, and reflecting the light from our headlights really well. Should I put on the radio? Nah. Might be too exciting on a night like this. I could go for some classical music, though. But then, whenever I heard classical music, I always thought I would have a test on it, right? Like I was in music appreciation class. Always wondered why I had to take that music appreciation class. I already appreciate music. I should go into that class already having an A. Oh well. You awake? I wonder if you're watching this video while you really are sleeping. Well, you wouldn't be watching it, would you? Just sort of listening to it. Or maybe you have this video on in the background at a party. Hey, people at the party. You watching this? What do you think of the tanker truck? What do you think it's filled with? Milk? Water? Or maybe oil? I wonder what they can put in those tanker trucks. Just the ones, not the fancy ones, just the ones with the big cylinder on them. Looks like you can put whatever you want in them. A lot of billboards on this road. I guess it's a road that a lot of people travel, so they figure billboards would be good for them. But they're a mix of new and old ones. Ones that just are big stickers, and then other digital ones. I wonder which ones are more successful. Traditional billboards where it's a real picture of something, or the digital ones where you just upload your JPEG. Do you spend time looking at billboards? I only really look at them if there's a traffic jam. Maybe that's where they're most successful. Do they pick a road where they know the traffic goes slow and they'll have time reading billboards? Do you want me to read some of them to you? Oh, that one's for just the casino. I don't even know where Stardust Casino is. Why do stars need dust? They're not made up of dust. They're gas, being compressed at unbelievably high temperatures. Comets are made of dust, ice and dust. So then you would call it Comet Dust Casino. But comets move really fast. Do they figure if they called a casino Comet Dust, people would think the best thing to do is to leave the casino really fast? Yeah, probably. We're passing a bunch of warehouses. All the lights are on inside. Oh no, it's not a warehouse. It says Acme Corrugated Cardboard. That's important stuff. The whole world is boxes. We never tour box factories. Bart's class did with Principal Skinner. Now we're passing a Subaru dealership. Oh, but they also sell Jaguars and Land Rovers. I get why Subaru and Land Rover might go together. They're outdoorsy cars. But why Jaguar? Those are cars for people who want to look like they won at Stardust Casino. Jaguar, they still a thing? They had that electric car for a while. "20 miles to go. We'll be home in 20 miles. We're moving pretty good right now. Maybe I will have to carry you in." Still 10 miles away from Norristown, but we're not going to Norristown. I still have my navigation on, but once we get close, I'll probably turn it off. Once I know my exit. Oh, there's my first yawn. Don't worry, I'm still awake. But my feet know that the bed is coming up soon. I often rotate my ankles when I get into bed. Wiggle my feet around. Doesn't really seem like a good bedtime unless I'm moving my feet and legs around in bed. Don't know why that is. Oh, there's yawn too. Oh. Tony offered us coffee before we left. I'm glad you didn't take any. I was thinking about taking some, but I knew I'd just be awake. Here comes a motorcycle. There he goes. He's making time. He also had some underglow on his bike. Good for him, I say. Anything to appear notice. Although I think that exhaust is doing the heavy lifting for him. I'd sure like to be a bike on a night like this. Probably be a lot more awake than I am now. Maybe I'll put my lane keep assist on. Yeah, that's nice. I can take a drink from this water bottle. It's not coffee, but maybe my mind will think it is. Coming up on Route 309. That takes you also to Philadelphia. 309 is the road you take if you don't feel like paying the tolls, but you do feel like sitting at stoplights. Oh, here's another yawn. Once I get you in bed, I'll follow pretty shortly. We can see on our navigation that we're going to be making an L, driving west, and then making a sharp right turn, probably at Plymouth Meeting, and then going up. Have you ever been to Plymouth Meeting? Well, you're not missing much. It's just a mall and a bunch of hotels and conference centers. Is that why they call it Plymouth Meeting? People have meetings there. I guess it's cheaper than having them downtown in Center City. Who names a town Meeting? Is it where roads meet? Rivers meet? For that matter, who names a town King of Prussia? You ever been there? Maybe you're from out of town. We never really got to know each other that well. King of Prussia? Yeah, that's the name of a town in Pennsylvania. But it's just made up of a bunch of malls and condominiums, maybe some apartments. Here comes another billboard. It says Bark University, the ultimate dog destination. This is a 3-lane highway. It's pretty sparsely populated now. What time is it? Oh, it's 11:35 p.m. Nobody on the road but just us night owls. And then trucks. Lots and lots of trucks. More of them going east than going west. Ah, yes. They're going to New York City. We were just talking about that, weren't we? I wonder if the trucks are heading toward the city at night or away from the city at night. It's hard to tell. Here come some construction vehicles, flashing their hazards. Construction vehicles now are allowed to have green lights. It's the latest fad. If you're building things, you get to have amber lights.
In 2 miles, take I-476, north on the right.
Ah, I-476. That's us. But not for a while. We still have 2 miles to go. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Green lights. Green and amber lights. So now when you build things on the road, you don't have to be bored anymore with just having yellow lights. You can have green lights too. I'll bet that makes the construction workers happy. They get to have choices.
In 1 mile, take I-476, north on the right.
A right turn. We might not even have to slow down. We can just keep driving. Says there's a service plaza in 6 miles. Well, we won't see that. Oh, good. The lane we're in is the lane we need. The wind in this car feels...
476, north on the right.
Thank you for reminding me. This is us. Heading north. Almost a 90-degree turn. Can I go through this turn without braking? Yep. It's nice bendy. Okay. We're back on the gas, or electrons, if you will. Yep, there's the Plymouth Meeting Mall and the AMC theaters. A lot of trucks stopped here.
Continue on current road for about 9 miles.
9 miles to go. Okay. We don't need the navigation anymore. I can turn that off. Oops, I'm sorry about that. I drove on the rumble strips a little bit. Don't worry. My concentration is still high. Well, that's what this car's attention monitor says. It says my last break was 35 minutes ago. Oh, I just lost a bar of attention. Yeah. There's a little graph here, almost like a health bar. Or maybe this is my magic bar. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of alertness. And it says I just lost one. I wonder if it goes up and down if I drive straight or level. But what if I cheat? And I put my lane keep assist on. That'll keep the car going straight. We're passing over a lot of underpasses now. Heading north. Away from Philadelphia. Into the suburbs. We can see things like high tension electrical wires, communication towers, little rows of Christmas trees. But this is still the greater Philadelphia area. There's just more space up here. You see those blinking lights up ahead, over the trees? Those are little red beacons. So if you're flying a plane at night, you get to see where the radio towers are. I like that. Makes me think that someone's always looking out for you. And I think about those bulbs always blinking. I wonder if they blink during the day or just at night. We got an underpass here. I wonder why they tell you the name of the road if you can't go on it. DeKalb Pike. I wonder who DeKalb was. Oh well. I used to drive this road a lot. But I guess we drive it a lot now too. The northeast extension of the turnpike. Takes us from Plymouth Meeting all the way north. All the way north to the top of the state. we can start to see rolling hills up ahead. And in the dimness of the near midnight, colors sort of fade away. There's nothing but grays, blues, and maybe, just maybe, you get to see green. A very camouflage green. And variations of blackness. The sky isn't black though. Definitely more of a charcoal. And the trees are darker than the sky. Isn't that weird? Wonder why the night sky appears lighter. Maybe it's all these headlights. Maybe it's the light reflecting off the reflectors on the side of the road. Or maybe it's the nearby towns. Yep. The road's curving up ahead now. Curving up through some hills. Doesn't look that way on the GPS. But it sure looks like it's curvy from here. We'll be making a left turn in about 3, 2, 1. Left turn. Well, more of a meandering left, wasn't it? Just had to turn the steering wheel a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right to straighten it out. You want me to read this sign for you? It says, use caution, exiting at exit 31. Road work at Toll Plaza on exit 31. Is that our exit? Maybe. I know where we're going now, so don't worry. Don't worry, the guest bed's already made for you. You just have to lie in it and pull the covers over your head. You'll be good. But you should brush your teeth first. It's always good to brush your teeth before bed. Don't worry. There's a fresh toothbrush for you. And a little tube of toothpaste I saved from a hotel stay at a Hampton Inn. I don't think they mind if you take the toothbrush with you. They have a whole bucket of little toothpastes. Somehow the toothpaste always tasted different out of those little tubes. I think it's okay if you swallow toothpaste. Nothing bad ever happened to me. No, you should probably spit it out though. That's probably better. They've done some repairs on this road, and sometimes the road feels different. Here's our exit. I can hear you fading off back there. So I'm going to let you fall asleep now. When you wake up, we'll be home. We got some muffins for breakfast. And some coffee if you like that. Or if you want a cool glass of milk with breakfast, that's good too. Have a good sleep. And if you're already sleeping right now, then I hope whatever dream you're having is really, really good. Maybe you'll have a flying car in your dream. That'll be fun. Probably feel different though. Anyway, we'll be home soon. Good night.